You are watching the HuK vs TLO grudge match, cast by myself, Totalbiscuit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SHOUTcraft right here. TLO now spawning as Terran in the purple trunks right here on the Metalopolis. And his opponent is the one and only Liquid HuK, spawning once again in the red trunks as Protoss. Bear in mind that HuK has come back from a 2-0 down situation to go back to 3-2. This is tense. This is very, very tense. This is best of 7. HuK could potentially take it. We are on game 6 right now. He could take it right here. We will find out. Regardless of whether he takes it or not, I have been assured that there are 7 games in this pack and none of them are fake. Now, as much as I would have loved to watch the replays beforehand, I was like, you know what, I hate spoilers, so I have no idea whatsoever if he takes this one, or if he does not and it goes to the full 7. We'll find out one way or the other, and you will get a bonus game even if it doesn't. Gonna be great, folks. Absolutely fantastic from both of those to actually even think about that as a caster to me. You know, I have a lot of problems actually being sent replays where I get spoiled, like, before it starts. Like, as previous series I cast, they gave me the results before I started. Like, no, don't do that, I don't want to know. You know, but these guys, yes indeed, they hid it. They deliberately hid it, so I have no idea, which is great, you know. I know that there's been a lot of questions as regards to the viability of replay casting versus live casting, but yeah, it's a difficult thing. It's a really difficult thing to grasp, honestly, and it's a difficult actual debate to have. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind casting from replays or live. I think the live experience is pretty cool nonetheless, but there are things to be said for lag, and there are things to be said for consistency. And bear in mind, if this was live, then we'd have been in trouble, because the stream would have gone down a few times and caused innumerable problems. Bearing in mind, my Battle.net connection also went down, so there you go. Not really talking over the start of this because, hey, what have we seen? Well, not an awful lot. We saw last game that TLO got into a economic tussle with the HuKle, and as a result, Huckleberry Finn was able to destroy his opponent. A lot of Colossi rolling out right there. When the hammer finally hit the anvil, and when HuK finally decided to go forth and multiply, or indeed conquer, whichever you prefer. He's probably doing that anyway in Korea. You know how these pro gamers are. Whatever the case, the fact of the matter is that TLO simply couldn't resist him, didn't have enough Corruptors out to deal with the Colossi, didn't have his Broodlords out by that point. He wasn't in... Yeah, I like to say, you could call them tier 3 units, I suppose, but it's more of a Dawn of War kind of reference than anything else. But, you know, he didn't have his Hive units out, so that was a critical problem for him. HuK, in the meantime, nothing special for HuK whatsoever. Not going for that early cannon pressure, as we've seen him go that before, and it hasn't necessarily worked. So, something that he wants to keep in mind. He's actually playing very, very carefully right here. Single warp gate being researched, single gateway on the field, Stalker coming out, and there's his second, or indeed his, yeah, there you go, second gas coming up right there. TLO, on the other hand, is going what we like to call the build Marauders dude build. And you know what, it works, it really, really does. I don't really good impression of Kiwi Kaki, but as I've discovered lately, that there aren't actually all that many casters that do a good impression of anything. TLO. What's he going to do with that? Well, I'd imagine he's going to ram them down his throat, as tends to be the case in an early game situation against Protoss. A lot of Marauders coming out. No Concussive Shell, though. That is a pretty interesting bet. He's actually going for Stim before Concussive Shell. Again, that's very, very intriguing, because it doesn't really give him the edge against Zealots that he would otherwise have. Still great micromanagement there, as you can notice. Will he be able to save it? Oh, it's so close to death, and there you go. HuK with unbelievable movement there. Loses a Zealot, but he manages to save that Stalker from Oblivion. It was on 1 HP. It was great play there. Straight into the factory right now for TLO, and Bunker coming down. There you go. Once again, that defensive play often does the job. Often does the job. But bear in mind, the last time he tried to go uber defensive, which was in Game 3, he actually ran into a bunch of problems. He gave HuK a lot of opportunities to harass him. His economy ended up in tatters. We'll see whether or not that works out for him this time. Bunker going down. Factory going down. Second barracks going down as well. Stargate on the way up for HuK, though. Void Ray play a possibility. Phoenix play a possibility. Mothership a possibility. Unlikely. Unlikely, folks. 3 gateways coming up right there. 3 gateway Stargate is a build that we've seen him do before. He's a big fan of it. Gives him, again, a lot of flexibility. Starport on the way up for TLO. That's the 3 barracks approach straight into Starport. I would say that we are blatantly looking for Marines Marauder Medivac right now. Something nice and simple. course, TLO knows that he could potentially lose here, so whether or not it's a great idea to go something crazy fancy, well, that is very much debatable, to say the least. Streaming on out, folks. Streaming on out. Can he take it? He looks to. But right now, he is seriously outnumbered. HuK with the proxy pylon right there. Pressure will be able to be applied. Right now, TLO sort of cycling those Marauders as much as he can, going back to the safety of the bunker. But I would be more concerned about the amount of pressure that's going to be coming in. Void Rays are on the way, as we suspected. TLO with a swap around right there, looking for that Marines, Marauder, and Medivac play. But will he be able to get it out in time before HuK is able to bash his way through that entrance? A lot of bunkers up, which will help an awful lot, but once the Immortals start getting deployed, not so much. And of course, the Void Rays available to do an immense amount of harassment. Please note that TLO has no anti-air right now. This is a very, very risky thing. Oh no, it's a Void Ray. I have no Marines. I am building one. I don't think one Marine's going to be enough somehow. There you go. Charges up on the statue of Arcturus Mensk. There you go, straight into the line right there, supported by the Void Ray. TLO has nothing to kill it. He's got nothing. A single Marine is taken out. Oh god. HuK smashes his way through right there. It's a mass repair job. Medivac annihilated. HuK says, you know what, I'm not going to bother engaging the bunker. I can take it out with that. Straight into the side of the base and now attacking the tech buildings. TLO with that heavy approach of Marauders was caught off guard by the 3-gateway through the Stargate approach, and you know what, it's doing such a great job. HuK scything his way through those Marines. They melt. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop it. He's got SCVs in the bunker. I thought, oh, has he got Marines? No, he doesn't. TLO with the SCVs out of nowhere. Economy is in tatters right now. It's not a good situation for TLO. Streaming it once again. Still pushed back by that, but those Stalkers are in the base, and they are officially killing his dudes. Finally, the Void Ray does go down for HuK, but he's got way more Stalkers in the base. And there you go, folks. There you go. That is how you deal with Marine Marauder Medivac, as demonstrated by HuK. HuK takes the series 4-2. Oh yes, what a fantastic play there. Nothing fancy, but again, the Void Ray used against those Marauders with amazing effect. Oh, I don't have any anti-air. That, quite frankly, was a mistake. Taken out. Bear in mind, we have the bonus game, folks, coming out after this, so don't go away.